Avoiding cross-contamination is an essential food safety component in controlling foodborne illness and ensuring the success of a food service operation. In this presentation, I'm going to explain what cross-contamination is, why prevention of cross-contamination is important, how cross-contamination occurs, and how to avoid it. So what is cross-contamination? Cross-contamination is the transfer of harmful microorganisms, such as bacteria, from a contaminated source to a food or food contact surface. The American food supply is among the safest in the world, but cross-contamination can happen anywhere along the food supply chain. Preventing cross-contamination is critical in the food service industry. This is because those harmful microorganisms can cause foodborne illnesses when contaminated food is consumed. In the United States, there are 48 million cases of foodborne illness annually. That equals to 1 in 6 Americans each year that get sick from eating contaminated foods, which is an estimate of 128,000 hospitalizations and 3,000 deaths. There are 3 major pathways on how cross-contamination can occur. The first one is food to food. An example of food to food contamination is raw chicken that touches ready to eat strawberries. Another one is equipment to food. An example of equipment to food contamination is if you're using a knife to cut up raw chicken and without cleaning it, you then cut up raw, ready to eat strawberries. The third pathway is people to food. This one is if someone is handling raw chicken and without washing their hands, they cut up raw, ready to eat strawberries. There are several ways to avoid cross-contamination. The very first way is to wash your hands often. You should wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and water. You should also wash your hands before and after preparing food. And you should always wash your hands after using the bathroom. You should also clean and sanitize surfaces. Surfaces where food is going to be prepared should be cleaned and sanitized before and after to avoid any cross-contamination. Clean and sanitize all equipment and utensils. Make sure equipment is cleaned and sanitized before and after use. Keep and store raw meat separate from ready-to-eat food. Juice from meat containing harmful bacteria can drip on ready-to-eat foods. It is important to store raw meat on the bottom shelf in the refrigerator. You should always rinse all produce. Another way to avoid cross-contamination is not washing raw meat or poultry before cooking. Rinsing raw meat and poultry under running water may increase the risk of cross-contamination due to the splashing of water. Another way is to use separate equipment for raw and ready-to-eat foods. An example of this equipment are the color-coded cutting boards that I will talk about later. And the last way to avoid cross-contamination is to make sure that all food is stored in covered containers. In order for a kitchen to avoid cross-contamination and reduce the risk of foodborne illnesses, There should always be a hand washing station, a 3-compartment sink, and cleaner and sanitizer containers. The hand washing station should be only used for hand washing, and there should always be soap and paper towels. The 3-compartment sink is for washing, rinsing, and sanitizing items small enough to wash in the sink. Proper cleaning and sanitizing of kitchen surfaces will kill bacteria and help prevent cross-contamination. Each bucket should be labeled as cleaner and sanitizer and stored away from food and food contact surfaces. One common and helpful way to prevent cross-contamination is the use of color-coded cutting boards. Separate cutting boards also help reduce cross-contamination. By using a different color helps keeps foods being prepared separated. A yellow cutting board is usually used for poultry. A red cutting board is for raw meats. Blue cutting board is for cooked foods. Brown cutting board is for seafood. Green cutting boards are for fruits and vegetables. And white cutting boards are for milk and dairy products. Everyone is at risk of getting a foodborne illness if cross-contamination has occurred. Pregnant women, young children, older adults, and people with compromised immune system are at higher risk. In summary, avoiding cross-contamination is essential to food safety. Cross-contamination is the harmful transfer of bacteria and other microorganisms from one contaminated source to a non-contaminated source. Cross-contamination can happen at any stage of the food supply chain. It is important to prevent cross-contamination to reduce the risk of foodborne illnesses. And there are several techniques and procedures that can be implemented to avoid cross-contamination and to ensure the success of a food service operation.